witches, welcome to March. This month we're going to be talking all about herbs and how to cultivate a witchy garden. So on weekdays, the way I'm going to structure this month, on weekdays, so Monday through Friday, I'm going to be introducing you to a new herb that I will be growing in my garden or working with somehow. In my craft, I guess, like in the upcoming year. And then on the weekends, I'm going to be giving you guys some spells to work on or some spells for your grimoire and showing you how my garden is progressing. I started by planting my seeds yesterday during the full moon. I'm filming this the day after. I just wanted to I just want to show you guys my garden and stuff. And then also I will be talking about the full moon again and Ostara, which is the next holiday on the wheel of the year, which is happening on the 21st. So prepare yourself for that. So herb magic is integral to my craft. It's one of my favorite parts of it, especially at this time of year. As a Virgo, I really like to plan stuff, so planning out my garden has been really fun for me. And it does take a little bit of planning to get your gardening going. So I have, like I've said a couple times, I live in an apartment in this historic downtown, which is why you probably hear cars going by all the time. I'm super sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. But I will be doing some container gardening inside as well as some external gardening in the window boxes that I do have. So that's pretty cool. But for this month, the majority of the information I'm going to be giving you is going to be coming out of Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs, which is one of the best books I could ever recommend to a beginner. If you're interested at all about working with herbs or learning about magical herbalism, definitely check this out. This is actually the second copy I've bought because the other copy, the first copy I have is buried essentially in a storage unit in Virginia, which is where I'm from. So I can't live without it, so I bought myself a second copy. That's how invaluable this book is. So the first herb we're going to be talking about today is basil. So herbs all have official names, which is going to be the name that we most often call it, I guess. So if you see that in the spice aisle at the grocery store, it's basil, parsley, oregano, but they also have what is known as a folk name, or many in this case. So the folk names for basil are albahaca, American dittany, our herb, St. Joseph's wort, sweet basil, witch's herb, balanoi, and Thessalian. Again, super sorry if I mispronounce those. Some of those are in different languages, so please forgive me. But anyways, the planet that basil is aligned with the most is Mars. The element it is most aligned with is fire. The deities it is associated with are Vishnu and Irzuli. And then basil has many different powers, but its most commonly used ones are love, exorcism, wealth, flying, which I can get into in a second, protection, and abundance. So when I say flying, I don't mean that if you eat a piece of basil, you will fly. It just kind of means that it is a sensory herb. So when you eat basil, it kind of gives you a tingle in your mouth sometimes. And when that happened, that was kind of known as a flying herb. So if you really look back into the, I don't know, 1600s and stuff, there were flying poultices, which really kind of, I believe, just made people hallucinate and or have body sensations. So that's what we mean by that when I say flying. So anyways, any of those powers that basil does have, that just means that if you're doing a working that pertains to any of that, basil is a great herb to use with that working. So love spells, exorcism spells, wealth spells, protection, abundance, etc. So its magical uses, so in conjunction with the powers or the spells that you can use it in, it does have each herb has specific magical uses. So basil's are that it induces sympathy, it can soothe temper flares in a relationship, it can bring wealth to those who carry it, it attracts money to a place of business, it aids in fidelity rituals, so anti-adultery, I guess. It is great for protective incense, and it brings good luck into the home. So it's a really great plant to keep inside your house. So not only is it delicious, it's super wildly helpful magically. So I personally use basil in abundance magic and protective magic. A simple basil spell is to attract money into your home or business. Just make a sachet containing basil, marjoram, and an aventurine crystal, which is a light green crystal, and keep that in your place of business. if you have like a storefront wherever you keep your like cash register, and if you're online, keep it near your computer. If you're interested in kitchen magic, I really like using Thai basil in curried ramen, which is super good, and that just really brings about like good luck. So it's not only delicious, it's really useful. So I really hope you guys don't mind that these videos are going to be a little bit shorter, but I think this is just going to be a great like series of correspondences that will fit in your Book of Shadows like really well. So the way I'm structuring all of my videos is that like there are different sections per month, so there will be a total of like 12-ish sections. The reason I say ish is because like last month we split it into 2 different parts. So we had like January being like the intro, then February was kind of like the more important and simple magic, so like self-care, taking care of yourself and protecting yourself. And now we're moving into kind of a correspondence chart for herbs that you can use in your craft in any part of your craft that you want to use. So I hope that makes sense. As always, I'm taking suggestions for topics that you guys want me to talk about or anything you want me to touch on, but I love herbal magic, so I really wanted to dedicate like a whole month to it. So yeah, tomorrow we are going to be talking about another herb, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.